Hi everyone! Woohoo! Good evening or good day from whatever part of the world you are joining us from. You are welcome to another edition of the Encouragement Series. My name is Osomoken Josephine Omoniyi. I am a clinical psychologist and the host of the Encouragement Series because I am the encourager. So, the encouragement series is a monthly virtual webinar where we bring up professionals of different spheres of life and then we talk about issues relating to life. So, in the past, we've had my mental health as an international student, my mental health as a new mom, my mental health as a new dad. So, now we're talking about my mental health as a Nigerian business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a CEO, whatever. If you have a business or a company or you're running companies in Nigeria or generally in the world, this webinar is for you. So sit tight. I have three seasoned professionals who have proven that despite the challenges of entrepreneurship, they're able to stand tall and they have growing and thriving businesses. So I'm going to be bringing them up one after the other and relax and enjoy. Get your questions ready, and I will see you later. So, first, I have Mrs. Adebola Akintomiwa. So, I'm going to be bringing her up now, and I will be reading her profile. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Mrs. Adebola Kintomiwa is a visionary entrepreneur with a strong passion for problem solving. She's the founder and chief executive officer of Ibadan Slayers Media, a social media marketing firm dedicated to promoting Ibadan based businesses online, which she started in 2016. She's also the founder of Declutter Zone Limited and the Prop Shop Ibadan. She has received various recognitions as one of the top influencers in the city of Ibadan, and she continues to use her apt knowledge of social media usage to help more businesses owners gain more visibility. So this woman is loaded. So just get ready for the amazing thing she's gonna be saying. At the end, we'll talk about how you can find her and how you can also collaborate with her as the case may be. You're welcome once again, Mrs. Adebola.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here today.
All right, thank you. So next we have Mrs. Uhunoma Modebe of the Rouge Brand Limited. So Mrs. Uhunoma is a loving, intentional wife and mother. She's dedicated and she's a passionate business owner with a fervent love for beauty and fashion. Talk about beauty and fashion, guys. So her brand, the Rouge brand, stands as a reflection of her deep passion for both beauty and fashion, and she has an eye for exquisite and a heart for unique designs. You can't catch Ruki on fresh. So she believes in
Never.
affordability, and every item in her store is a style statement waiting to be worn and celebrated. So she's the mind behind the Rouge hair, where she sells quality and affordable hair, the Rouge accessories, the Rouge brand, and the Rouge palm oil. So I'm here and I welcome you, Mrs. Ubunama Modebe.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I hope that we all learn and grow from this. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you. And finally, to our amazing male entrepreneur in the team, we have Mr. Oluwafemi Ebenezer Opadiran of Iran Femi. So I can't. Just a second. Okay. So he's a graduate of physics and a fashion entrepreneur. He currently runs a menswear label that caters to the fashion needs of the upwardly mobile professionals. He has worked in different sectors of fashion, such as education, sales, production, garment construction, design, and styling. He is here, and I'm so excited to have you, Mr. Femi Opadiran. Okay, so I'm guessing he's having network issues, but he'll be joining us shortly. So let's just start. Okay, so I see you have a lot of fans, Duruj, Duruj to the world. We have comments here on YouTube,
Yay.
so that's fine. I know Ibadan's players, they are coming to hail Adebola, so I'm very, very sure of that. So let's just start. Let's just start. So I'm also an entrepreneur myself, so running the Encourager brand, running Deals Millinery and bridal accessories, and whew, what my eyes have seen. So we're talking about mental health. First of
No.
all, what do you understand by mental health? Let's start from you, Adebola. What do you understand? What comes to your mind when you hear the word mental health?
Okay, when I hear mental health, I think of the health first because when health means being free from any form of illness or injury. So if we are talking about mental health, that means the mental part of your being is free from illness. So that's what I think mental health is about. Like, okay, mentally you are free from any form of illness. That means you
Okay.
are mentally healthy. So you can be
Okay.
mentally healthy or mentally unhealthy. So if you have some
Mm.
form of illness, you may know, but you may not, and you may not even know so. But I think that's what comes to my own mind.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Thank you so much,
can
Rouge.
I just add to that?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so when it comes to mental health, I personally don't feel it just relates to like illness or sicknesses and all that. That's part of it, but most of it is more of the emotional, psychological aspects to it. And I also feel like mental health is not just an entity of its own on its own. Like it's actually interwoven into the aspects of business. So if you're mentally not balanced, if you're stressed, if you're exhausted, if you're tired, if your staffs are overwhelmed, it's going to reflect on the business. So for it, I think that's just it for me. So it's not just the being not well physically, it's also um has to do with the emotional part and psychological part of our well-being. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. I agree with both of you totally. So I agree with both of you. So what I say, mental health is more or less like it's on a continuum. So yes, Adebola is also when you're mentally healthy, and also Rouge when how your emotional state is, how you're able to respond to stress 100%. And I always say I like the definition of the World Health Organization, very, very comprehensive. So it says that mental health is a state of mental well being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life. So, we're talking about business now. So, how are we able to cope with the stresses of being a business person? Realize their ability. So, I'm a business person, I have the capacity to run two businesses in Nigeria. So, I understand that. How am I able to work well, learn well, and contribute to the community? So, that is, the general definition of mental health. Hey Femi, can you hear us now? Oh, I know how network can really be frustrating. Femi, can you hear us now?
No.
I think I heard
Okay,
you
but
speak.
we can't hear you. No, we can't. We can just see you move.
Did he log out and come in? Or
He
Yes,
has
he's
done that
done that.
initially.
oh wow.
No, we can't hear.
Okay.
What if you try to turn off your video? So let's see if that would work.
Okay.
Okay, so while we wait for Femi, so let's just share. So me, I'm not sharing my story. Maybe towards the end. So how has your own mental health been? We've talked about okay, what mental health is, we being able to cope. How has your own been? So Adebola said she started in 2016. Peru, you didn't tell us when you started, but how has it been? And I know you're all doing different
Oh,
things.
hmm.
So just talk to us. Talk to us. Duruj, let's hear from you. How has it been?
Um, Okay, so it's such a coincidence because I registered my business in 2016. But most times when people tell me or when people ask me when did you start, I started business from when I was a teenager. So that's why
Wow.
I just say it's a calling because I just like buying and selling, and then when I sell it to you, I see that you're happy about it. It just gives me this sense of fulfillment. So I would say because I registered my business first in 2016, yeah, so I started from 2016. So
Okay.
coming from there, it wasn't a full thing because I was working as an accountant in a construction company then. So I was just doing it on the side. So I didn't really put because I had to give where I was working more attention. So but
Yeah.
after I got married and everything, I moved to Lagos from Abuja, and I didn't have a job as at then. So I was like, please let me just continue with this my business, and that's when I really took it up. And from the beginning, it was a roller coaster because that was when I started seeking for or sourcing for suppliers for hair and accessories and all of that. There was a time I put money and I got products that were very low quality. I couldn't sell it to anybody. And even when I got somebody to sell it to, she absconded with my goods, she absconded with my money, everything till tomorrow. I don't know where this woman is. So things like
Wow.
that. I lost money a lot. I mean, I'm not someone that okay, if even if I got this thing and it's not good, and I know genuinely that it's not good, I wouldn't sell it to anybody. So I really lost a lot of money
Integrity.
then. So it was quite depressing. It was like I didn't know what I was doing. But one thing that pulled me through was because I just love it. It's something I love. So on my low days, I would be like, oh, but I can't even stop this thing. Like
Mm.
it's something I love. It's something I enjoy doing. So that's why I would even advise anybody like if you're into a business, have flair for that business because there are always low days. The low days are plenty. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's very
Very.
challenging out there. So if you have something that you love, you would keep it just like you have a child. Even if the child is annoying today, you want to spank and do, you cannot throw away that child. It's you and that child. So that's how my business is with me. So at the beginning, it was a roller coaster, and coming from there gradual because in my own business like I'm everything. Do you understand? I'm the accountant, I'm the media person, I'm the photographer, I'm every so. And then I have a life, I have a family, I have children that would call me, oh mommy, I want to do my homework, mommy, I'm hungry, this one is doing this one is doing that. It's a whole lot. So it was a roller coaster, and I was just taking everything at once, like no prioritizing and everything. But as I grew in the business, I started learning something. I sought the face of God, which was very, very
Mm.
important. And that was when I started knowing that, oh, okay, I need to work on this thing. I need to work on myself. I need to prioritize. And then I started planning, having a schedule to work with. So now I would say, in summary, I am a work in progress for my mental health. But back then was a roller
Hmm.
coaster.
All over the place. I can
Thank
I
you.
can relate. It's amazing. Thank you, Adibola.
Oh, for me, I think I have been doing business. I think I finished service in 2015, and immediately I started business. I learned
Wow.
how to sew while in service. So immediately after service, I got a shop and I started sewing. But along the line, I realized that if I value this my mental health, I have to leave the tailoring work. No, seriously.
Tailoring.
And by the time I did it for a few years, I realized that no, sewing for people, because my mom was a tailor. I saw what she went through. She had to
Hmm.
drop it. She got a job. She dropped
Wow.
tailoring too. But you know the way Nigeria was now, that was the only thing I had. So I had to start from there. So after a year of doing this, when my mental health was not healthy again, I said, oh, I'm not doing bespoke tailoring again. I'm not saying for free again. I'm only going to be doing ready to wear. But I started the ready to wear too. They wanted to kill me
Oh my
because
God.
Wow.
if you see the issues tailors face, you need to know. When I see a tailor, I praise them because no matter the stage you are, that business is a very delicate one. They are trying
Mm,
mentally. When you see a tailor, praise them. Praise them. So me, I realized that this my mental health is very important to me. So I say I'm not doing tailoring again. And I want to look for things that will stress me less mentally. And now
mm.
I delegate. Before I used to be very bad at delegating, but now for prop shop, if they like rider should not go and deliver, it's not me they will call. If they like the rider should not come and pick up early, hey, I'm supposed to collect my order, it's not me. I'll be seeing their message on Instagram, but I'll not even pick it because it's not my duty. So I think I've learned how to prioritize this my own mental health. Even my other businesses, I can be looking at you like this, I will not answer you. I think that's me as a person, Sha. Anything that wants to stress
Yeah.
this my head, I know how to shift it aside. I'll pretend
Mm.
as if it does not exist, and I face other things. So I think that's the way me I approach this mental health issue. I cannot kill myself. Money is
Yeah.
important, but that's not all there is
Yeah.
to it for me. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. You can't lose your sleep.
Amazing.
No.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you both. I remember. Is it time to share stories? But let's just move on before I start saying I
Yes.
remember.
I
Because I
think it's
Please.
remember when, okay, so like I said, so I make hair pieces and bridal accessories. So there was one time I made this hair piece, reached out to me on Instagram. You know how it's customers, Adebola, maybe when you were sewing, they'll reach out to you today. Please,
Mm.
today is what? Thursday. I
hmm.
need it by
Does
Monday.
Ah,
I need it by Monday.
standard.
And you've already calculated, you're going to the market, you're coming back.
eh.
Please,
Mm-hmm.
please, Dios, help me. Please, Dios, help me. I'm like, my wedding is, I told her the price. Don't worry, I'll pay. Delivery, don't worry, I'll pay. My sisters and brother. So I was stressed. Remember, I'm still a psychologist, so I was consulting. Immediately I was done with my sessions. I went to the market, I came back, made it, issues with light, we turned on gen, everything. So I made it,
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to Lagos because I'm currently in Ibadan. I said, don't worry, I'll send it to Lagos, just pick up from Lekki to your place. Time for delivery. It's too much. Oh, I can't pay for delivery. I said, I am not the logistics person. She said,
Standard.
no. She ordered from Lekki 2 days ago and it was 2.5. And I think I was the logistics partner said 3.5. I said, okay, can you use your own logistics? I said, no, she
Eh,
does not have to back
eh.
and forth. Long and short, she told me she's very sorry. I should sell the hairpiece to another person. And you know this is bespoke, so it's based on your own
Your
what you
own
want.
order. Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
just said, all right, thank
Grief.
you. I look forward to your next question. I had to do was breathing
Mm-hmm.
exercise for myself.
Yeah.
I was really upset. So things like this, we face it. And then this thing of customers are always right. I don't believe it though, because in this
Customer
case she
is
was
not
very
always
wrong.
right. Huh? They are not
So
always
my next question is this entrepreneurship can be so demanding.
Mm-hmm.
It can be so demanding. And then you're thinking, okay, I want to satisfy my customers. You have a vendor like Rookie losing so much money. It can really, really be devastating. So how do you think it affects our mental health? So the demanding nature of this entrepreneurship, like the Ruru said, she's media, she's what Instagram has showed me. I started dancing before 2020. It was so bad. How many challenges I follow because I want
Oh
I
my
Niger
God.
branch, Trisha Bees, Steve Harris. What
Oh
didn't I
my
do?
days. Just
Anyway,
to
so we'll talk about that later. Just what? So it can be so demanding, and if we're not
very,
careful, we
very
can end up
demanding. You lose
we
it.
can end
Mm-hmm.
up losing ourselves, and then you see people getting burnt out. So what are some of the mental health concerns faced by entrepreneurs? You could give examples. All
Mm.
right. Yes, I see our comments. And okay, well, our comments, they're saying, okay, what I order versus what I got. Customers have called. Exactly. Okay, all right, go ahead. So,
Oh my
Adebola,
God.
let's hear from me. What do you think is the demanding nature of entrepreneurship, and how can it affect our mental health?
The truth is that as an entrepreneur, your business will have a direct impact on how you feel
Mm-hmm.
for that day, because
Yeah.
that is basically what you do. So is
Yeah.
it that your relationship outside, maybe you are married with your spouse, or your business? Those are the two things that will affect you the most every day. So you have to, every day you wake up. For me, I know that these people, they can come with a type of madness today.
Mm.
Before I used to think like that, but then they started telling me that you already know that these people, this is how they are. Expect the unexpected.
Mm.
Just expect it. Imagine me selling an AC to somebody. Okay, you said I should sell AC for you. I tell you that it cannot sell beyond this range. You agreed for me to post it. Let's say 180K. But I even now put it at 185, so that okay, in case they price it because you say you were desperate. Then I even saw the 185. I later now saw that the 185. You already agreed to 180. They now got to your house. They already on installing the AC. The person is supposed to go with technician, the buyer. Then in the middle of it, you say you're no longer selling again. They should stop on installing.
Oh wow.
Please. You are
Oh,
living in Ibadan. Imagine somebody leaving a Apata to a Kobo to go and install AC, and you tell her that. What am I supposed to say?
oh my God. So let me
Wow.
describe that for you, Rookie in Lagos. Apata to Akobo. So that's like you're leaving Ikeja to go to Ekpe.
Oh
Leaving Ikeja to go to
wow.
Ekpe to
And
get an
Wow.
AC.
and you are telling
Wow.
the person that they should go.
Wow.
Like, okay, look at it now. Now I have two customers. So will I not
And
say
you have
customer is
faced
always
traffic.
right?
You have faced traffic, Lagos
Ah,
traffic. You have faced Ibadan traffic. I don't know
You
if there is there traffic in Ibadan.
and in some places, yeah, but not
some
that
Okay.
places.
places. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, this experience is very distinct in mind, because I can tell you that that's the only person I have insulted personally as a business owner. Usually I ignore when you
You
speak,
lost it.
but this person, if I didn't insult her that day, I don't think I'll be all right.
What? No, what came up? I
Oh
don't
my
even.
God, have
What?
mercy.
This particular person, I
Oh my
insulted
God.
her. I blocked her. She came to me on Instagram. I blocked her again. I still insulted her too. Let her go and see what
It's
she did
bad.
outside. Let her go and open her mouth
Oh,
to say what she did outside, so that they can. Customers are not always
yeah.
right. Me, I know that one.
So how did
Usually,
that
I
affect
ignore.
your mental health? How did that affect you? The way you saw. Wow.
Of course, that day, sef, I even lost morale to post any other thing now, because I was like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
because
Mm-hmm.
affects
even the
your
person that went to give,
motivation.
that went to take the AC, won't the person come and para for me too? The person will have paid technician,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
transport fare. If I want to calm the person, I'm supposed to even like pay them extra from my own pocket. I was down. I could not post for like 2 days. I'm like, God. But the fact that
Yeah,
I
there are some
insulted her
clients like that.
made me
Made
feel a little bit better. Because if I
better.
did not insult
Mm-hmm.
her that day, she pay me more.
I know.
Wow. So
So
it actually does affect our motivation. Yes.
ah,
What
I
other
could not post for
effects?
like 2 days. I was down.
Wow. Affected your productivity. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Femi, are you with us now? Oh gosh.
Man, this
Okay.
Femi's network,
Yeah. All
honestly,
right,
it's
Rookie,
so
let's hear
bad.
from you. Let's hear from
Okay,
you,
so
Rookie.
hmm, the things I've seen, if I even start talking today, I don't think this session will be enough. So, but most because I used to worry a lot. I'm somebody that is very intentional, so I worry a lot about something. Like you said, oh, I've not gotten this package now. This one is supposed to get, or the rider is saying, and there are so many challenges to this. So there was even a
Yes.
time I had a package going to someone that needed it urgently, but the rider had an accident. The rider even lost his life that day. And then
Oh,
a client is calling me, I'm calling, nobody is picking. I'm wondering what's going
my
on. The client
God.
is calling me, and the client was a first time buyer. And you know how it is with a first time buyer, they meet you online and they feel you're even scammed before. They just say, let them manage and trust you. That kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I was like, Ma, please. She was like, this. She was so. I was like, Ma,
Ha.
I kept begging and begging and begging throughout that day. I did not sleep. I was just like I lost the repercussion was just losing sleep that night. My husband was like, what is it? And I was like, man, see what's going on. This, it was like, just beg, madam, sleep. Everybody will be fine. Last. Wait tomorrow. Let's hear. I say no. This one, this blah 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 blah. Things like that has gone on. Even worse things have happened. But one thing I took that day from my husband was, do not lose sleep for anything, because as I did not sleep that day, it's me that suffered the next day, because I couldn't function properly the next day. I couldn't take pictures, because I take pictures of my products personally. I couldn't do any of that. I was irritable. If my daughter
Mm.
even say, mommy, this the way I will even shout, it will be as if, what atrocity did I commit that this woman is shouting on me like this? So when my husband said that day, I think next few days, I just sat down and I was like, really, there's really no need to lose sleep for anything, because I didn't know as at that time that the rider had even lost his life. It was the next day evening that a call now came in, blah blah blah, and I was like, oh wow. And life still went on even as the man has
That's
died.
even
Do you understand?
traumatizing.
It's
Yeah.
it's traumatizing, and then the customer is not even. And then when I even now explain to her, of course somebody's she now
You calm
mellowed down.
down.
We later got and we sorted everything out. But all these things just creates that burnout, that sleeping, like that loss of sleep and everything. But from that day, I just took it upon myself, like, no matter how much a client is pressing, or even if there's fire now here, I will not lose my sleep for anything or anyone. Like, because life will still go on, things will still happen. So why am I killing myself? Like, why am I bothering myself this much? Sometimes when you have a very tough client that is just hitting you like this, I'll just say, please ma, can you send your account number so that I can refund you? I don't want wahala. Just be going, because you cannot come and make me lose sleep. How about mana? So that's just it for me. And then secondly, another thing is the fear of failure. I don't like to fail. I don't like to fail. Oh. Hey, so that fear. There was something I was supposed to do. Anyway, soon, guys, you guys are going to know about it. I'm not going to reveal it now. But
Okay.
soon, like, I've been so scared. I've been so scared of taking this decision for the longest time, because I was like, the person that criticizes me the most is my husband. The fear of him criticizing me is the beginning of wisdom. So I have to like calculate and like, if I take this step and I fail, this man, oh, he will, the way he will clap on my head and everything and all, and then people will be like, oh, but you've been doing it, how come you failed at this? So that fear of failure actually drains you. But you know what? I had to say, mm-mm, let me go. It is time. Like, let me just go and get it. If I fail, I fail. God forbid. But I just had to, because the more you get scared, you are draining yourself and you are not achieving anything.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Just go. So that's just it for me.
Amazing. Thank you. Leaving your comfort zone. Funny enough, yesterday I
Yeah,
made a
leaving your
post.
comfort zone.
Yeah, I
Oh, are
think
you
I
serious? You made a
said,
post about that?
yeah, I made a post about it that, oh, you should what's it? The 8 things you should let go of, and then I got a lot of DMs
Mm,
about leaving your comfort zone and remembering past mistakes. And we face it
yeah,
a lot in
a
business.
lot,
This fear of
a
failure, we
lot.
face it a lot. And what I
Mm-hmm.
always tell people is the way we are seeing failure. It's just our perspective to failure.
Mm,
Failure is part of life. So whether as a business
Yeah.
person or as a human being, so we need to embrace it. When you
mm,
embrace failure and see it as a learning curve, your approach to life will be different. In short, the
Yeah.
way you bounce
definitely.
back, people like,
Yeah,
is this
very
Josephine?
true. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I said. Okay, no problem. I'm rebranding encourager. No problem. If I like, let me start. I make a mistake. I will learn again. So when I looked
Mm-hmm.
at the
Mm-hmm.
lives of successful business owners, them Tony Lumelu and Dangote, they didn't get it all well from the
At a
beginning.
go.
This guy
Mm-hmm.
that started KFC. So they have their own story. So why do I want my own story to be perfect? So that's what I've,
Yeah.
tried to tell myself, that Dio's Millinery would not be perfect, but it's going to be a good brand. The Encourager will not be perfect, but it's going to be a great brand.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
fear of failure. We face it a lot. Can I? What do people say? Okay, so if I don't do this thing now, people that have already. So a lot of things that we think about, we said losing motivation. There are times I say I'm not even doing this millinery again. I took a break for a long time because fascinators can be so stressful, and because it's not so what's it? Maybe the way it is in Nigeria. When I was in Lagos, then I can quickly go to Balogo Market and buy for 2,000 naira. If I tell them 5K, I'm like, hey, okay, no problem. Then we are give me the 2,000 naira. So it could also affect our motivation, affect our sleep, irritability, and if one of the things we talked about, it also affects other areas of our lives.
Yes.
Apart from our businesses, you see, irritable, please, everybody don't even talk to me, leave me alone. Just don't even leave me. So we need to be really, really careful. And that will lead me to my next question. Can we identify some of the mental health challenges that could come up? So one, I'm able to identify burnouts. So burnout is at the extreme end of stress, overwhelming stress. I think I talked about burnout, I think around June or July. So where there's extreme, overwhelming stress, fatigue, and it has a couple of symptoms relatable to depression. So that's burnout, but it's more work related. So that's burnout for me. I've mentioned one, Adebola Rouge. Femi, can you hear us? I think I know what I'm going to do. I'll probably bring Femi up again, maybe next. So we'll do a male version.
Okay.
Yeah, do a male version. Yeah.
My network went out
So,
for some seconds.
okay, so I was talking about mental health challenges related to,
Now,
running a
can you
business. I've mentioned burnout.
can you hear me?
I've mentioned burnout. So Adebola Rouge. Okay, we can hear you now, Femi.
Sleep disorder, panic attacks,
Okay.
anxiety disorder.
Exactly.
Yeah, that anxiety is still related to the fear.
Yeah.
What if
uh,
what if they don't like it? Or when
mhm,
the
mhm.
customer tells you that, especially if it's a product, I don't like it. Ooh, the
Yeah.
way the way your heart will just drop.
I know.
I've experienced that, and to be honest, it's been a learning curve for me. So I'll just say, okay, what next can I do? What can I do better? So yes, I
Mhm,
agree. Anxiety, it could affect our sleep. Well, if
mhm.
maybe not leading to a sleep disorder, but yes, it could affect our sleep, burnout. What else, Adebola Juruj? What do you think?
I think
Mm.
for me, most
End
times
of
it's just
conversation.
the anxiety and lack of motivation. I
Anxiety.
easily, but I think for people like me, I know how to pick myself back up. But for that time it happens, lack of motivation to do anything. I can't even do anything. That's the only one I can think of apart from the anxiety.
Okay, amazing. I agree. I agree. And so that just I don't know who said it here, but we mentioned that our spouses and our business has the ability to affect us a lot.
Yes.
So yes,
Mhm.
it can, and it affects other areas of our life. So we really, really, really need to be careful. I didn't know that this mental health thing for business owners was so much until I attended the hangouts for millionaires in Ibadan, and I'm like, what? We are going through a lot. So I said,
A
no, I
whole
Ah,
need to
lot.
bring up,
Mhm.
I
yes.
need to
So
bring up this
business
because
owners are
people
going
just
through
take
it.
us for granted, and then a lot of insults, a lot
A lot
of
of insults.
stress.
Like people. A lot of a lot of insults. Like people that are in a normal day, if they even see you, they might not be able to talk to you. They would insult you, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Is sell I'm selling. No, I did not kill somebody. Like, what's the big deal?" Ah, man,
So it's
there are
it's
different
really
types
a
of
lot, and we
friends
really
as
need to
well.
be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we really need to be careful. Is it about the learning, the knowledge? Now I had to get a business coach. So this is my fifth month. I said no, I need a business coach because yes, okay. I'm a psychologist. It's not about, okay, let me just talk to you about your problems. You need to learn the how, and you're paying for that. It's not free. So yet you're not seeing the instant reward. So that could also be distressing. I don't know if it's distressing for you guys in your practice, when
Yes,
you put
yes,
in so
yes.
much money, you put in so much, you go for this program, you go for this entrepreneurial stuff, you connect, you network, but yet at the end of 1 month, you do your calculation, you are at a loss.
Still nothing to show for it.
And sometimes, I don't know, you start questioning yourself that shit, maybe I should just go back to 9 to 5, say. That who said me, name me, who said I
Exactly.
should come and do entrepreneur.
Abby.
So it's actually a lot. So burnout affecting our productivity, affecting our sleep, and so on. So how do you think we can manage all of this? So business owners and also customers are also listening, or they would listen. How do you think business owners can handle all of this stress, the burnout, the fatigue? So let's talk about fatigue. I don't know. I was talking to someone, she's also a millionaire. She went to the market, she had a bouquet to deliver, rain beat her that day, and yet she still had to deliver. So there's a lot of fatigue. So how do you think we can manage all of this? How can we address these issues? Go ahead,
I
Adibola.
think I think for each person you have to know what works for you as an individual. That is how best you can
Know
work
what
around
works
it.
for you.
We already know that customers will be customers. They will be customers because they are human beings. Human beings will continue to be human beings. Don't expect much from them. They
Hmm.
will always do as they like. So I think once you brace yourself up for that, you know that when this thing happens, you know what to do to calm yourself. You know, maybe for you, by the time you cry and clean your eyes, that's it for you. Maybe for you, it is talking to somebody that will encourage. Maybe you have somebody by your side that, okay, the moment the customers are doing as they like this, you call the person up immediately and say, they have started again, no, same deal. So by the time the
Support
person
system.
talks to you for a while, okay, you're about to you will get yourself back on track. You'll not be feeling so down like you were before. I think that's the best way for business owners. Really, just have your support. Have somebody to talk
Hmm.
to. You sometimes they will do something for you. You'll be thinking, Abi, am I mad?
Yes.
You'll be thinking
Yeah.
like, Abi, there's something wrong with me. So you need to talk to somebody that can, so that you can know that you can be assured that you are fine. They are the ones
Okay.
that don't know what is wrong with them. You'll
Hmm.
be questioning yourself like, what did I do? Abi, it is not this normal thing that we used to do. Why am I getting all of this? I think the
Hmm.
support system is very important for business owners. You cannot do it alone. You cannot keep things to yourself.
Yeah.
You cannot keep things, no matter how strong you are. Just have somebody. I know what works for you. Maybe some people it's not somebody, I don't know, but for me, just know have somebody you vent to. The way I vent to my husband about business is, it'll be like, and you'll be saying you enjoy business. I say I'm venting to you. That's a different thing. I have to vent. Everything I'm supposed to say to the customer, I'll come and say it to you. The person is checking it up. See everything, see everything. Then I'll come down after I've said everything. Then I'll now go back and give the person the normal response that a normal
Yeah.
business owner will give. So I think the support
We
system is
give.
very important. That's what I think.
Amazing.
I
Thank
totally
you.
I totally agree with Adebola on this. Like, support system is major because this business you need to vent, because if you keep it all in, you are going to explode. Trust me. Because anytime I have issues like this and all, I will just call my support system and vent and vent and vent and vent, and then I'll feel okay. So I'll just add to what she just said. I think learning to delegate
Delegate.
yeah, work or something, because me, I used to be the person that likes to do it all by myself. I have a nanny for the children, but I like to be involved. So sometimes my husband be like, "What are you doing now? Sure, there's somebody in there." I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah, okay. What are you doing? Why don't you? I just like to see to it that it has been done the way it ought to be done, and I ended up stressing myself to a burnout time, like it will just drain me. So I just said to myself, sure, if I land in the hospital, because I was one time, I felt very sick one time. It was really bad. I couldn't do anything. In fact, that period,
Wow.
I kept crying to God, like, God, is this it? Like, it was like my life was slipping away. And in my head, I'm like, so if I just go like this now, is that's it? Oh. So I think after that, after I felt that sick, I've never felt that sick before in my entire life. After I felt that sick, it just dawned on me that, Rookie, you cannot do everything by yourself, you hear? Just try and have sense more. So I now started
Mm.
learning to delegate work. I can still supervise, but I don't need to do it all by myself. Let it go. Let her do it. Let people do it. And then the children too started learning how to be responsible for themselves, like do things and do it
Yeah.
this way, do it that way. So I think delegation and which other thing? Okay, so that's it for now. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Just to add, I also think putting up structures would be very important because maybe
Yes.
as starting as an entrepreneur, you may not have a couple of people
Mm-hmm.
to delegate, or you could delegate other aspects of your life, but starting up,
Mm-hmm.
putting structures in place. Now, technology has helped us. ChatGPT, me, I say it everywhere. I use ChatGPT. I could create a caption and then I go to ChatGPT to say, oh, ChatGPT, help me make this an SEO, search engine optimized caption, and then it helps me. So putting up structures in place, having scheduling options would also help. That would also take up some form of stress from
Yeah.
you so that you are not
Oh,
overwhelmed. So I
sorry.
agree.
Sorry, it's okay. Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you short. Like I totally forgot to add because there was something I did that worked for me, like creating a
Hmm.
work schedule for my daily routine. It helped a whole lot because I just used to go like anyhow the spirit directs. But when I created that work schedule, it really helped me. So I know the time I'm supposed to do this, and I don't use something else for this time. It has to go
Yeah.
like that. So it helped me a lot, and with that way, I was less stressed and more sane. Yeah.
Hmm. Less stress and more thing, having a structure. Great. So we
Mm-hmm.
talked about, the importance of communities or the importance of having a support system. I agree. So are we saying that, or do you think, what do you think, does isolation play a role in, determining how the mental health of a business owner would go? Like, "Ah, I'm the only one in this business, or this thing, I don't want anybody to come and steal my idea. Let me be on my own." Do you think it plays a role in determining how the mental health of that person would go? And the Bola is smiling. Please go ahead.
No, no, no. Because I just
Sorry.
remember the conversation I had with somebody recently. I said that
Okay.
there's a brand that like started after mine.
Mm.
Everybody knows that okay, I started this thing majorly in Ibadan first. There's somebody else that started after me, and the person is already popular too. But this person goes on break, like, okay, I'm on 2 days break. Those 2 days that that person goes on break, I feel it. I'm like, why did this person go on break? These people want to stress me. I cannot be the only one doing this business. I can't. I can't do it. At the moment I noticed that I go and check the person's break. Ah, she has gone on break again. This is why these people are stressing me this much. Because usually I don't get this amount of stress. So isolation does not feel, you can't be the only one doing it. You need other people to do it because you cannot serve, even if you are serving one small location, you cannot serve the entire people in that location, no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah.
look at how many
Yeah,
banks
that's
there
true.
are, and banks will keep springing up. So you cannot serve everybody. That isolation, say you are the only one, anybody should steal your idea, you're on your own. No? Let them
On
steal
your
your idea.
own.
Let them steal the idea. Let them copy you. Let them do it so that your mental health can be preserved.
I swear.
Okay, thank you. So Adebola says isolation does not pay. Rouge, what do you think?
It doesn't pay at all though. I think even having people around and with helping you do things or even just talking to them helps a whole lot because most times when I'm bothered about something or when I'm stressed about something and I just vent it out, I feel better most of the times. So imagine if I'm keeping to myself, I'm not talking about it, I will just explode side.
Yeah.
So isolation doesn't help. And there are some people that, okay, probably maybe they are not even Christians, or have good habits, and they can even slip into maybe doing alcohol, excessive alcohol, and draining themselves and all of that. So isolation doesn't pay at all.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
please, yeah.
Reach out. I agree. It doesn't pay for business owners. It doesn't pay for anybody. So business owners,
Mm-hmm.
don't be afraid to reach out. People,
Mm-hmm.
why would you think that people would think, oh, I'm weak, or if I have this kind of question? Speak up. You don't even know if your help is in another person's mouth or another person's hand,
Exactly.
thereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing about reaching out is, even if those people are not doing what you're doing, but just being able to speak to them, very, very
Mm-hmm.
important. I remember when someone close to me, like a family member, reached out, oh, I should do a fascinator for the people in her church, for her choristers, fascinators. So I told her the price. She said, see you, you're not even serious. A family member, "Oh, you're not even serious. You want to give me this thing at this low price so that I will be patronizing you." I calculated. I practically didn't charge her for anything. I not calculated it. And I said, I'm sorry, ma, I wouldn't be able to. She said, ah, okay. Oh." So I just had to go and speak. I had to take a walk. I just dropped my phone. I had to take a walk and speak to my sister then. That, look at what this woman said. What do you guys think? I said, that's how she is. I said, eh. So I didn't even know that they've even had another
That's how she
experience with
is.
her. So
Oh
reaching,
my
I just
god.
felt so much better. I felt confident because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Adebola was like, she there's something. I was like, maybe there's actually something wrong. Maybe I don't even know because she
Mm-hmm.
told me I don't know business. I can never forget 2019
Can you
that I don't
imagine?
know
Oh
business. I can't
wow.
forget now. That's what incidents do to you. I can't. I don't know. That's maybe true. I don't know business, and I'm trying to get more.
Mm-hmm.
So reaching out really really helps. It really really helps. So quickly, let's talk about financial pressures. Is it the fuel price, or you
Hmm.
go to market today, you've told your
Tomorrow is
business
another
owner,
price.
okay,
Hmm.
we are paying 50K for this bag, but okay, tell your vendor to deliver it to you is now 52,000. What do you now do? Do you now tell your customer that, sorry, man, please add the remaining 2K? So the financial pressures, let's talk about that as business owners. Jerush, let's hear from you.
My sister, that's the current situation that we are facing now. So usually when what I do to help myself in those kind of situations is, when the client is actually negotiating for something, and though like most of the prices I have are fixed prices, but definitely customers will always say, oh, please, can I get a discount, and can I get this and that? And then I'll tell you, oh, you're a new client, so you're entitled to free delivery or this and that.
Yeah.
So at the time the client is actually negotiating for that item, I would ask the client, are you making payments now? If the
Hmm.
client says, I'm still going, I'll be like, okay, ma, when you decide, please note that this might not be available when you come back, and the price might change, so that there's no argument, so that you won't come and say, you told me yesterday that it was 1 naira. Why is it now 2.5 naira today? So that's what I do to help myself, so that I reduce the stress of arguing back and forth. So you already know when you're coming back, you need to ask
Yeah.
me. And if it's an increased price, then that's what it is. So that's
Hmm.
what I've done so far to help me for that, because every day the price is going up. You sleep today is 1,000, tomorrow is 2,000.
Hmm.
So that's that's what I've put in place to help me. And even on my page where I write prices, because I like to write prices so that people see and know if they would buy. But because of the unstable
Hmm.
I think network.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Adibala, would you like to contribute? I think your network.
Hey,
oh,
you
hello.
people will you people will forgive
Okay.
me. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I
Sorry,
have
we can hear
Yeah,
you now.
so
okay. Is she
okay.
back?
Yes,
So
she's
that's what
back.
I do. Like I put on my page, like, this is prices are susceptible to change. so that
Hmm.
when you see that, you will not come and be arguing that I put a different. So that's what I've done so far to help my business and reduce the stress of arguments of
Stress
no, you
back
said this
and
and
forth.
said that. Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Adibale, can go ahead.
Okay, I think for my own kind of business, is this majorly affects people that get from their suppliers from time to time. Me like this, the clutter people, whatever price you give, the highest you will tell me is to do a price reduction. You cannot come back tomorrow and say you want to increase your price with me. No, that does not
Yeah.
work for me. If it is not
Okay.
sold at this price, so why will it be sold at a higher price? People are buying because the price is cheap. You cannot come back to me tomorrow and say increase the price.
She
It does
increase
not,
it.
that one does not work for me at all.
Okay.
So for I think it
What
affects
about prop
Nigeria.
shops? The props.
For prop shop, most times it's only dollar rates now, and it's not as if I stock up every
Ah,
time. So when the dollar
okay.
increases again, you adjust to the new price. You cannot go back
Hmm.
to last month and tell me that when you sold it last. Are you not in Nigeria? Are you not aware
Hmm.
of dollar rates? All these props, you know that everything we bring from China, there's nothing that's produced here. So you cannot tell me. And I think for me, because most of my customers or prop shop are business owners, they are selling something. Unless there's
Yeah.
something wrong with them, that's when they will have that mentality. Because what they are selling, the price has increased.
Of course. Of
So I
course.
usually
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
that encounter much with people. No price talk.
Okay. Okay, okay, amazing. Thank you so much. So I think I've also done what Jurush has done. What I do is if I don't know the price, because there's some things that increase and there are some things that are a bit stable. So I'm talking about my millinery business now. I'll tell them, you know what, I'm going to the market so date. I will give you a feedback and then I will let you know. I will even send you pictures so that I don't tell you a price and then when I get to the market it's a different thing. And what Ruth said is what I also do. When are you paying? Okay, it's not at end of the month. All right, no problem. But please know that if by end of the month the price increases, I would also let you know. So you've already cleared yourself.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is it. Oh, don't come and call me scam. I remember one time that someone sent me a post that I had made, let's say in March, and then September that she wants to buy bridal slippers. So I told her the price. She said, but in this post you said this. I said, I'm sorry, the price is not the same. She didn't buy from me again. I said, okay, no problem. No problem. And then she
Abi?
left.
No
It's
problem.
not compulsory. So I know we talked about this earlier. I think we've already answered it. My next question is how are we able to handle all of the multiple roles? But I think we've answered it. So if you're the accountant, you're the social media, you are the dancer, what other roles are there? You are the face behind you are doing behind the scenes, you are cleaning
Yeah.
up. There's a time I was doing behind the scenes, I said, oh no, this behind you will still do video editing. I had to go and learn video editing, like I said that. So it's a lot. But I think we've answered it somehow, having a
Yeah.
structure, delegating other aspects of your life, knowing yourself. If you are tired, please take a rest.
Having a work schedule
Having
because
a
I
work,
have dates for my content creations and I have days
yeah.
for snapping products. Yeah.
I agree. I agree, 100%. So there's something. So Adebola, she just opened a YouTube page and then she said something amazing. And she said that there's been businesses that she has started, she has paused some, and there are some she will still have. So as business owners, let us normalize pausing businesses. It doesn't mean that
Yes.
you have failed. There was a
Mm-hmm.
time I had to pause millinery, like, okay, no, it's psychology I'm focusing now. I have to. I'm doing my master's, I'm doing my project, I'm working. So unless I could take orders once in 2 months. So now I've picked it up now because I'm a little bit freer. So what are those businesses that you may need to pause or that you may need to get additional knowledge from?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't know everything. And there are some that you will still need to stop.
Completely.
Yes, that it's not for me. Let me just sell. If you've already
Yes,
started,
now.
sell the shares. Sell the shares. Sell it and be getting small money from them. It's okay. It's totally okay. And then my final question is we'll be talking about building a supportive system. Don't be isolated. So how? how can we do this practically? So, take for example, if I move to a new location, I'm selling shoes. For example, how can I, create a supportive work environment that will promote my mental health, that will make me um be happy with what I'm doing. And of course, I'm relating well with my customers. I know how to put boundaries. How can we do all of that? Adebola, could you help us with that?
Okay, I think, for example, if you are new in a place, you have to do the offline work. You have to meet people offline. There are definitely community for business owners. There are events. Go there, you meet people. You will see somebody that you both will resonate together. From
Mm.
there, what you want to be done to you, you start doing it for them too. Because you cannot be saying you want support system, but you are not there for others.
Mm.
So when they need somebody to be there, you have to be there. You have to show up for them too. And that's the way you keep building with different people. Okay, I met this person at this event. We got each other's number. We started talking. When she needed support, I was there for her. Then when I need support along the line too, she'll be there for me. By the time you meet like four people, I think that's fine. Four human beings. Of course, you meet people that you have to like. You people will not go hand in hand. I don't know. I don't know the word to use. People's friendship will not go smoothly. It's not by force.
Mm.
You are not
Yes.
like-minded. You put them in their category of friendship until you get those that will help you, that will be there for you, and you'll be surprised that that's really all you know. That for me, I'm like, when people say women don't support women, I look at them that what kind of women are you meeting exactly? Where are you seeing them?
Exactly.
Because the people that me I meet though, they're always good people. And I think like like people too we attract each other, because if you keep complaining that people are bad, that means there's something a little bit
Something's
wrong with you
wrong
somewhere too. Because
somewhere.
you cannot keep saying
Yeah.
everybody's bad. You are the one that will be posting
Mm.
it as then that means there's something wrong with you.
Somewhere. Yeah.
So I think that's the best way for me. If you are new to somewhere and you want to build like your support system, some people
The
can even be your
community.
customers. It's from being your customers that they will become your support system.
Ooh, amazing. Please, let's breathe that. And that's why we need to
I'll
really
just
treat people well. Yes, go ahead, Rouge. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll just add to what she said, because what she said is really true. If you are new to a place, for instance, me, I believe in giving more than taking more. The more
Mm.
you give, the more it comes to you. Like if you go to a place that is new, you don't know anybody there for the first time, just try to interact, just talk normal convo, not like you just meet somebody now, you guys are sitting and you're already like, I sell hair, oh, I sell perfume, so I sell this one. The person will
Mm.
even be put off, like, we're just
And
meeting, I don't even know you. And you're
Exactly,
already
exactly.
selling and selling. So
Yeah.
when you meet people for the first time, let it be genuine. Just get to know the person, exchange contacts, pleasantries. You start chatting once in a while, and before you know it, you just click naturally, and then eventually the person will get to know what you are doing. But don't just go and
Mm.
attack people with, oh, I'm into this, oh, no, it puts people off every
Yeah.
time, or most of the time. So let's just cultivate that habit of genuinely letting things just brew naturally before you now
Flow.
start before you now start putting
I
it out there
agree.
and all that. So that's just a little I would
Wow.
add to it.
Oh, thank you so much. And then this is the issue where people don't understand that I just meet somebody and then I'm already asking for business card. That's not networking. People think
it's not
that's
so.
not
Mm-mm.
networking. Don't
Is it?
don't force yourself
Don't
down
force
my
it.
throat.
Yeah. Do I know
I
you
just
from
met
Adam?
you. Yeah, of
Exactly.
course. We know that the mind behind it is to network, but networking is not
Yeah.
na. What are you
Mm-hmm,
doing?
mm-hmm.
Support me, like my page, comment, share. That is
Please.
networking. When the person is seeing that, okay, this person
This is
is
what we are
adding
doing.
value
Mm-hmm,
to
mm-hmm.
me
To
and
what?
support
Yeah.
me, can I take a step forward? So very, very important. I agree. Doing the offline work, doing your best, and then reaching out to people. Amazing. Thank you so, so, so much, everyone. So you can drop your
Thank you.
questions. You can drop your questions. People are saying Ibadan Slayers, well done. Um,
Yeah.
discounts encourage us to do well. Oh. So this is the thing about this discount. I really don't know. Another thing, please don't compare your business with another person. I've
Mm.
caught myself doing that and I had to stop it because I realized that there was this person that it's like almost every month she's doing sales, 40% sale, 10% sale, and I'm looking at myself. When will I do my own sales? If I do sales,
Seriously.
what will I not take home? You understand? I
Oh
have to tell
my
myself
days.
that I sell at the best price. Maybe if I want to do Jara, I could cut off delivery fee from you, and maybe it's because it's Christmas period or you're a first time comer. So I had to sit myself and say, this person's business is not my business. It's very important
Mhm.
that we shouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's the same, it's in the same industry, we are
Yeah.
different. I could learn from you, we could learn from each other, but let's not be compelled to want to, you know, be competitive. Oh, as this person posted today, okay, let me post. You just get burnt out and you could get really, really tired. So I'm just asking people to drop their questions. People are commenting. You business owners are doing well. Thank you. What I ordered versus what I got. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. People are saying they love us. So let's just wait a few, maybe one more
That
minute for questions.
sometimes that
Go
order,
ahead.
what I ordered versus what I got is not in all cases. I would like to relate it to my
Okay.
hair business. Yeah, because
We
for
can't
instance, there was
see
this
you
client.
though.
Oh, are you serious? Okay, let me
Yeah, we can
Yes.
see.
see you.
What's going on?
Okay. But you can go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, let me try it. Okay. So, um, there was this client that ordered something some weeks back. Okay, she ordered a hair.
Hmm.
It's a wavy layered hair, and she lives in, I think, Canada or so, out of Nigeria. And I told her, this hair, once it gets to you, you still need to style it. You need to recoil it because once it's in transit,
Hmm.
there would be, you still need to style it and make it look nice. And she was like, okay, this, but she just prays that it's the same thing she's seeing. No, I kept emphasizing, yes, it's the same thing, just style.
But
So, and then she got it and she was like, after she has spent so much money, how will she get this one? How will she? I'm like, ma, but I told you from the onset, this is hair. It has moved from one
hmm.
place to the other. It's far. They will take it from my house, they'll take it to wherever. From there, it's a lot before it gets to you. So it's only normal for it to be like that. And then she wore it. When she even wore it, I was like, this thing is fine now. I know Sabi is me that is mad like this. I showed some other people like they're like, this thing, she has not even styled it and it's looking this fine. I was like, man,
Wow.
there are some people you really
You can
can't.
please.
So that
Satisfy.
yeah,
Yeah.
person now will say, oh, what I ordered versus what I got. But then you have to style
Hmm.
your hair. You cannot throw the hair somewhere or the thing just it was in transit and then you expect it to just sit the way it was on the mannequin life direct like that on your. So that's that issue I just wanted to talk about.
Oh,
I just wanted
thanks
to
for
talk about.
clarifying that. Yeah, there's even one business owner. She accused me of not bringing her up. Ola. She also sells hair. She's currently, I think she's abroad
Oh.
now. She also had to make a post. I'm saying, if you have bob hair or bob wig, you buy
Mm-hmm.
it from me. You can't expect it to still be bobbed after
Mm-hmm.
1 year. You have to
Mm-hmm.
take care of the hair
You have to,
and
yeah.
tongue it and do all of those things. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we customers sometimes we can just we can have
Preach.
unrealistic expectations. And I don't know if it happens to you at Debola and Rouge. Because
Yeah.
now as a business person, I'm more patient when I deal with other business. Like if I want to buy something, I'm
Yeah,
more
yeah.
patient and understanding
Mm-hmm.
because I know
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
shit happens. So I have
They're
to be
wearing the
patient. I'm
same
not always
shoe.
if we are not responding to me, why did you send a message to me by 2 8 p.m.? I will have closed.
Some
But
people
Mm-hmm.
will send message 12 a.m. and be
12
venting by
a.m.
8
Yeah.
a.m. that you have not
Yeah.
responded.
Mm-hmm.
People that can
Wow.
cope.
That's it.
So I had to be patient and
Adebola.
I have to respect. I will put it on my page. This time I put production time. So no more no thing. So I'm now patient as a customer because I know that this business owner also has a life.
Yes, so
This
Mm-hmm.
business owner
Yeah.
also has a life. So amazing. I don't think we have any questions. So just final words. Then you just tell us where we can find you and just a summary of what you do as well. So the rules, just if you have any final words for any business owner, and then where we can find you, how we can patronize you. Then Adibola will go, and then we call it a day.
Okay, so as a business owner, especially in Nigeria, it's very important to prioritize your mental health. Like you need to take time to rest, take breaks, practice self-care, and
Yeah.
then have a support system is very necessary, is needed. And just remember that your mental health is crucial to your business. It affects your business
Yes.
directly.
Yeah.
So that said, I'm happy that you invited me here to share my experiences, and I've learned a lot from both of you as well. So thank you so much. And I am the CEO and I run the Rouge brand. The Rouge, we are into fashion and beauty. I sell hairs, quality hairs that last a lifetime. I sell accessories, very, very gorgeous accessories, very unique. Like there was a client that told me just last week when she came to pick up her order, she was like, Rookie, do you know that it's because of you I started wearing jewelry? Anytime I wear your jewelry, they're like, oh wow, this should cost a lot. And I'm like, So so she was like, she's very happy. Like she would leave, even if she travels out, she'll come back and make sure she buys from me because they're unique. People think they're like millions of naira. Meanwhile, it's just really affordable and all that. Because I have good taste. I beg, let me give it to myself. So I have I have very unique things that you would love to buy. Like there's something for everybody. It doesn't like even if you are this personality or that personality, there's something for everybody. And then I also have a palm oil outlet as well. Like I sell palm oil, quality palm oil that is unadulterated. So if you're in Lagos
Undiluted.
and you have been battling with where to get good oil that does not have taste or mixed with chemicals or whatsoever, I am your plug. So for my pages on Instagram, follow at Derouge Hair, and for the accessories page at Derouge Hair Accessories underscore NG. For the palm oil page, Derouge Palm Oil. And oh, I forgot clothing. I also have beautiful clothing and they are very affordable. So check out Derouge brand for that. Thank you so much once again.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Thank you. Just to put it out there, so my family and we are, I think, bonded customers with. So she actually does sell hair. There's one of hair, but I know my sister, but I think 2016, if I'm not mistaken, and it's as if she just bought it last year, so I can testify to
Oh,
that. So her
thank
jewelry.
you.
Sometimes I wonder, like, she's not giving all of this to us for free. So I know the kind of people I brought to this show. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Adebola,
you
over
so
to
much.
you. Final
Thank
words
you.
and where we can find you.
okay. Thank you to everybody that joined in. My final words for you as a business owner, if you're watching this, is that build up your self-esteem with everything you have, because
Mm,
without that, you will not survive mentally in this business world. Support
Mm,
system is good, but at least even you yourself, you have to know how to calm yourself down. You have to know
that's
that
yeah,
true.
thank
okay,
you. Then.
I am enough. This thing they are saying to me, this
Mm,
thing this customer is saying to me is not what defines me.
amen.
So you need to get to that stage where even though the words are getting to you, it will not get to you that much, because if it gets to you every day, it will affect you. So I think that is
Yeah.
what I need us to always remind ourselves about. So for my business, Ibadan Slayers, the clothers only Ibadan, recruit Ibadan,
Oh, funny enough, and her network has been
Ah,
really good
your village
all
people have
day.
come, Adebola. Your village people have come. Now it's
What?
time to.
And her network has been good.
I from the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay, while we wait for
wow.
her, okay, someone commented that some people don't even order what fits them. They just like the look on others and assume it will
Mm-hmm.
fit them. True,
Yeah,
true,
true.
true.
Very true.
I agree. I agree. I agree. That's why, my fashion designer ask her, look at my stature. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
this. I don't, what do you think will fit? This is what is in my head, but what do you
Yeah.
think will fit me? So it's also
Mm-hmm.
very, very important we do that. Oops, Adebola just went out. Okay, so let me just talk
Oh.
about her. So if you are in Ibadan and you want an influencer for your business, she's an Ibadan influencer. She also has a declutter page for neatly used items. As I've also patronized her, referred people to her. She also has a declutter page called Declutter Zone, and she also sells props. So if you're a business owner, you want to buy props, maybe first for taking pictures and things like that, turning tables, she is your go-to person. So it's been an amazing session. A lot of people are saying, well done, hardworking and genuine entrepreneurs. It's been an interesting chat so far. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Adibola is back.
Okay. Yeah. I think
Okay.
I have to put on data on another phone. I think this one finished. So
Okay.
Adebola's memoir, Ibadan
Oh, sorry.
Slayers, the Clutter Zone Ibadan, the Prop Shop Ibadan, Recruit Ibadan, BNB
In charge of
Frames.
recruiting, Badon. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
I do recruitment on the side too. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know
So
that.
most
Please
people
say,
don't
say
know
that
about.
again. Say that again. Say that again. So let me just type it in the
Okay.
chat.
Ibadan Slayers, Adebola's memoir, Prop Shop Ibadan, the Clutter Zone Ibadan, Recruit Ibadan, and BNB Frames. So those are the
What's
pages.
BNB friends about?
BNB Frames. We do frames.
Oh, friends.
Yes, like wall frames.
BNB.
Like the
Oh.
one behind.
BNB
Like the one
Frames.
behind.
Yes,
Did you do the
yes,
one?
yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
wall
Oh,
frame
show
on the
us.
side.
Show us. Let's see. If you want, anyways. If you can.
Okay. No, this is actually my wedding frame. Let me see. Let me.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
nice.
I don't know if you can see.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can. Oh,
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay. Prop shop
those are my business
Ibadan.
pages.
Who says
Yeah, you
one
can see
cannot
them
be
for
jack of all trades? That's just what's happening here.
This is the definition of no. Two of you are the definition of serial entrepreneurship. Two of you are just the definition of serial entrepreneurship. All right, thank you so much to our amazing guests and to our amazing audience. Thank you so much. So, what we're going to
Thank
do
you.
for next month, our guests, our male guest, I'll bring him up. We're supposed to have two male guests, so maybe that's how it's supposed to be. So I'll bring them up next month, and then they will talk from their own, perspective as a male. So one is a baker, and he also has a full-time 9 to 5, and the second person is Femi Okpadero. He sells bespoke. He's been sewing my husband's outfits like 2018, and they're really, really good. Just that he moved to Abuja and then he's left us in Ibadan. But he's
Oh.
really, really, really good. So we'll bring him up next month, in October. So thank you so much. Keep on being intentional about your mental health, and don't forget, I believe in you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.